DSJJ would like to ask questions, and then we follow the list. First to interpolate is Congressman Rog Gutierrez. So before Congressman Gutierrez, DSJJ Suarez, you are recognized.
With the indulgence of Congressman Gutierrez. Magandang hapon po, Ma'am Pilapil C. Paano po ba namin kayo pwedeng tawagin? Ano bang komportable sa inyo?
Jed po, Your Honor. Okay lang po.
Okay
Good
lang po
afternoon
na-
din po.
Tawagin po namin kayo, Jed.
Opo.
So, Jed, kamusta naman po kayo ngayon? Anong kalagayan nyo? Okay naman po ang pakiramdam ninyo?
Sa tulong ng Panginoon po, Your Honor, okay naman po ako kahit wala po akong tulog. Kasi madaling araw po yung biyahe namin kanina.
So, kanina nabanggit mo, kasalukuyang kang nakakulong.
Yes, Your Honor.
At ilang taon na po kayong nakakulong?
Mag-20 na po by January 4 po.
But you said that you might be able to be set free due to good conduct. Tama po ba yun?
If God will permit, mapapasalamatan ko po yan.
Well, well, definitely God is just.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So that's one thing that we can be sure. So ano po ba ang kasong hinabla sa inyo?
Section violation of RA 9165, Section 8 and 10 po.
Okay. Can you just better educate the public? Ano po ba ang in layman's term itong nabanggit niyo pong kaso?
Honestly po, hindi po ako lawyer, no? Pero I'm learning a lot in prison. Dahil po sa pagkakulong ko, minsan nalalaman ko na tuloy kung ano pala yung mga ganito, ganyan. Lalo na po sa Republic Act 9165 nga. Dahil being a trustee, I'm learning also dahil nga minsan nakakaano din ako, nakakatulong yung inuutosan ako ganyan. So, as far as I know po, yung Section 8 is ito po yung manufacturing po ng yung shabu. And then yung Section 8 po, ito po yung parang possession ng paraphernalia ba yun, mga equipment, yun po.
So ang sinasabi mo sa akin, sa kulungan mo lang nalaman.
Opo, ito po yung isa sa mga parang good na na-learn ko sa
Revelation.
kulungan. Opo.
So ang ibig mong sabihin, naikulong ka sa isang kaso na hindi mo alam?
Po.
So ang ibig mong sabihin, naikulong ka sa isang kaso na hindi mo alam?
Exactly po, Your Honor.
At sino po ang nag-file ng kaso laban sa iyo?
Hindi ko po alam kung PDEA ba o ano kasi yung nalalaman ko po Republic of the Philippines versus JEDC pero kaya hindi ko alam kung sino talaga ang nag-file sa amin. Honestly.
Director Villanueva, can you confirm, was it PIDEA that filed the case against Mrs. Jed Pilapil C?
It was joint PIDEA and AIDSOT, Your Honor. Ang nag-file ng case against
So PIDEA and...
AIDSOT, yung PNP,
Okay.
under Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Director Villanueva. So anyway, Ma'am Jed, ang asawa niyo po ay si Alan C.
Opo, Your Honor.
At nabanggit niyo po kanina, bago po ng 2004, 4 na taon pa lang po kayo nagkakasama.
Nakasama po.
Okay. Doon po sa 4 na taon na pagkasasama ninyo ni Alan C., alam niyo po ba yung trabaho ng inyong asawa?
Sa pagkakaalam ko po, yun na nga, may business nga kami.
Ano pong negosyo ang...
Yung pinakauna po, yung manufacturing po ng mga junk foods. Tapos, medyo hindi nagkaintindihan yung partners. So, yun, nag-ship ng yung foam manufacturing ng foam, yung mga mattresses and yung metal furnitures. Yun po.
So I would imagine kung nasa ganito po kayong uri ng negosyo, meron po kayong factory. Meron po kayong pagawaan. Kasi kung metal furniture making, di dapat meron po kayong pabrika ng mga para dito. Kung meron po kayong foam manufacturing, di dapat meron din po kayong pabrika para dito. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. At ito pong mapabrikang ito ay sino po ang may-ari?
Hindi ko na po matandaan, Your Honor, dahil 20 years na po. Hindi ko na maalala, pero alam ko, isa ang asawa ko doon sa may-ari po.
Isa ang asawa mo sa mga may-ari.
Opo.
Okay. At doon sa mga nakakasama ng mga asawa mo sa kanilang mga negosyo, marami po sa kanila ay Pilipino, Chinese, ano pong mga nationalities po?
Kasi yung sa una, Filipino-Chinese. Tapos yung sa pangalawa, yung sa pong, hindi ko sure yung isa kung Chinese ba siya na pure. Kasi magaling din siya magtagalog yung accent niya. Parang Pinoy na rin baka, hindi ako sure. Pero yung isa parang Chinese talaga yun.
So but you would confirm, base dito sa affidavit mo, na ang phone business ninyo ay may display area sa DCLA Plaza, tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. Tapos, at nabanggit nyo rin po dito sa inyong affidavit na ang kilala nyong may-ari ng DCLA Plaza ay si Hong Ming, tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
At kanina po, you positively identified Hong Ming to be the person in the photo, which we also know is Michael Yang. Tama.
Opo, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, the reason why I want to emphasize this point is if you remember, when we presented the matrix on Pogo, the DCLA Plaza was also mentioned as the same shopping mall to be owned by Michael Yang. The same DCLA Plaza which was used to be a front for drugs and other illicit activities located in the city of Davao. So anyway, ma'am, nabanggit nyo na ito nga si Hong Ming. And may I also emphasize, Mr. Chair, na itong pong si Michael Yang goes by the name of Hong Ming as well because this serves as his Chinese name. So anyway, Ma'am Jed Pilapil, kabisado niyo po ba ang Dumoy sa Davao City?
Honestly po, hindi ako masyado kahit nakatira po ako ng Davao City. Hindi ako masyado familiar. Nalaman ko lang po yung Dumoy, yun nga, nung binili ng asawa ko, tapos pinalinis yung area kasi may mga expired juices, siguro yung may-ari before, nakalimutan ko na nga yung pangalan niya. Yun lang ang mga instances po na nakapunta po ako ng Dumoy.
So ano po, kasi syempre marami po sa atin at dun sa mga nanonood, gustong mailarawan sa kanilang isip kung ano ba itong Dumoy. Ano po ba itong Dumoy? Is this a factory? Is this as a place in Davao? Can you further explain kung ano po itong Dumoy na ito?
What I know po, Your Honor, it's a place, parang part ng Davao City. Dumoy Torel. Para siguro, hindi ko sure kung barangay ba itong Dumoy o ano. Kasi Dumoy Torel, sa Torel kasi yan, located in Torel, Davao City po.
Okay. So, base po sa mga statements ni Colonel Asierto at ng PIDEA, nabanggit po nila na may naganap na raid sa Arlene Apartment sa Davao noong 2004. Kasama po ba kayo doon sa mga na-raid?
Hindi ko po, i-clear ko lang po, Your Honor, kasi kung raid, wala kasing raid na nangyari sa Arlene Apartment kasi lang yun, yung parang in-invite lang po kami. Kasama yung mga kapitbahay namin doon. Kasi 127 yan na door. Kami
Okay.
sa door 1. So in-invite yung mga kapitbahay na yun parang sa investigation. Wala pong raid na nangyayari po sa Arlene Apartment po, Your Honor.
So, walang raid na nangyari.
Wala po, Your Honor.
Kaso lang, kayo po at inyong mga kapitbahay ay nandoon sa Arlene Apartment.
Opo, yun ang dinala sa... Yung iba kasi sa immigration kasi may katulad yung parents ni Alan C. Nandun sila sa immigration dinala. Kami sa PIDEA.
Okay. Director Wilkins, are you familiar with this Arlene Apartment incident?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So can you expound to us what are the details to this?
Right after, kasi again, balikan natin during the surveillance and casing operation. Yung dalawang,
Yung Arlene Apartment lang. Just
yes,
focus
Mr.
on that.
Chair, yung dalawang chemist na sinabi ng USDEA na padating sa Davao City, dumiretso sa Arlene Apartment. So talaga nakatutok kami sa Arlene Apartment, Mr. Chair. So, nung ni-raid namin yung clandestine laboratory sa Dumoy, after the inventory and after everything has settled down, pumunta si Mayor Duterte at ang iba pang mga part ng joint anti-drug operations sa clandestine laboratory, pumunta sa Arlene apartment nung gabi. At yun yung sinasabi ni Miss Jed Pilapil na nagpunta si Mayor. But during that night,
Correction. Walang sinabi si Miss Jed Pilapil na pumunta si Mayor. Ang sinabi lang ni Mr. Pilapil sa amin ngayon, sa ating ngayon, na walang raid na nangyari dun sa apartment. So, ewan ko lang kung saan mo na idagdag yung kwento na yon, Mr. Villanueva.
kasasabi lang Mr. Chair kaninang before you, kasasabi lang ni Miss Jed
Did you
Pilapil
mention that
na nung gabi 9:30 pumunta si Mayor.
sa bahay?
Arlene apartment. Yung bahay niya, Mr. Chair, is sa Arlene
kanina
apartment.
nyo ba nabanggit yun, Ma'am Jed?
Yes, Your Honor. Kanina po, nabanggit ko nga po na yung pumunta nga po si Mayor, yung tanong kanina, nakalimutan ko po. Pero yung sa tanong nyo po na na-raid, ang sagot ko po, wala pong raid na nangyayari doon sa
Yeah,
Arlene
that's my
apartment.
point, Director Villanueva. Kasi you mentioned that there was a raid that was conducted in Arlene apartment. And she was there. Nando kayo yung
Yes, Your
nung pumunta
Honor.
sila. May pang-raid ba na nangyari?
Actually, hindi nga po raid kasi si Mayor, nung pumunta siya doon, kinausap niya lang naman ako, tinatanong niya nga yung, hinahanap nga niya si Alan C., ang asawa ko. Wala naman na nangyari na raid. Iniwan niya lang yung 3 tao doon na nagbantay po sa akin. Yun lang po.
Okay. So ang kwento mo naman, ang version ng kwento mo, Director Villanueva, pagkatapos nung warehouse incident, dumiretso kayo dito sa Arlene apartment.
Yun ang
correct?
sinasabi niya, Mr. Chair, yung 9:30 na nagpunta kami nila Mayor sa Arlene apartment at doon sila nakapag-usap nila
Hindi,
Mayor.
yung version mo, ano yung sinabi mo kanina?
Yun na yun. After sa clandestine laboratory sa Dumoy,
Alright?
after everything has been settled down, pumunta na si Mayor at yung member ng team doon sa Arlene apartment dahil wala si Alan C. doon sa Dumoy. So pumunta sa Arlene apartment at doon nakita si Jed Pilapil, Mr. Chair. That same night, Mr. Chair.
So I just have a question, Director Villanueva. Why of all areas sa Arlene kayo pupunta? Was there an information or were there intelligence reports that he was to be found in that area?
Mr. Chair, kasi doon si Jed Pilapil at si Alan C. nakatira doon sa Arlene apartment.
Okay.
For 3 months, doon talaga sila makikita.
Okay. And you confirm this, Ma'am Jed Pilapil?
Yes, Your Honor. Doon po kami
Okay.
nakatira sa door 1 ng
Okay.
Arlene apartment po.
Okay, thank you very much. So anyway, sinabi niyo po walang raid ang nangyari.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, kayo mismo nandoon.
Opo.
Sino pa ang mga kasama niyo doon?
Yung anak ko po, yung katulong isa, at saka yung mother at saka father-in-law ko po.
At dito mo sinabi, at dito, base sa salaysay mo, dito sa ibinigay mo sa committee, pumasok ang dating mayor, galit na galit.
Oh, galit na galit siya. Pero hindi siya pumasok. Doon lang siya kasi parang yung parking area, may gate, doon lang po siya. Actually, hindi siya pumasok. In-invite ko nga po siya na, Mayor, pasok po kayo. Sabi niya, hindi naman daw siya magtatagal. Kaya hindi na siya pumasok. Nakatayo lang po siya doon sa may gate po.
Okay. So, hindi nyo kasama si Alan C. at that time?
Hindi po, kasi nga, hinahanap ko nga po siya.
Okay. So, parehas nyo hinahanap. Hindi rin kayo masyadong pamilyar dito sa warehouse sa Dumoy, tama?
Yung warehouse nga po, sasabi ko nga po kanina, hindi po ako, yung kumbaga, siguro kung once or twice na nakapunta po ako doon, yung naglinis, yung naghatid po ako ng Venetian blinds. Yun po.
So, mga ilang beses po kayo nakapunta doon, Ma'am Jed?
Hindi ko talaga exactly ma-remember, Your Honor, kasi medyo matagal. Pero as far as I know, siguro at most 3 times.
3 times?
O parang ganyan. Pero as far as I remember, twice lang po yung naglinis kami doon at saka yung naghatid ako ng Venetian blinds.
Ito ba yung itsura nung facility na na pinag-uusapan natin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yan. So, ang sinasabi mo, mga 3 beses lang po kayo nakapunta dyan.
Siguro parang ganyan.
Okay.
Probably siguro.
At doon sa loob ng 3 beses na nakabisita po kayo dyan, nakita niyo po ba ang loob at mga taong nagtatrabaho sa loob?
Ganito po yan, Your Honor. Wala pong occupancy ang bahay na yan. Nung binili po yan ng asawa ko, wala pong maliban po sa mga expired, karton-karton, ang dami po na parang isang bodega ng mga expired na juices. Yun lang po ang laman at saka madumi siya. Kaya nilinis namin. Tsaka ayaw ng asawa ko na itapon namin diretso yung mga juices kasi baka daw inumin ng mga bata, kukunin. Tapos baka maya magkaroon ng problema, malason sila. Baka kami pa ang accountable. Kaya ang ginawa namin, kami ng kapatid ko, yung katulong at kasama nga yung anak ko, ginunting-gunting namin yan, binuhos yung mga juices before we throw away yung mga sachet, yung Tetra Pak po.
Okay. So doon sa paglilinis ninyo at pagbisita nyo sa loob ng warehouse, may nakita po ba kayong mga kasama ng asawa nyo?
Wala
na
po.
makatrabaho niya?
Wala. Kasi yung time na yun, wala, hindi pa nga yan na-occupy, wala pa. Kami lang po, asawa ko, ako, yung katulong, yung anak, at saka yung kapatid ko po, si Jong.
Anyway, Mr. Chair, those are pretty much all my questions. I would now request that we recognize Congressman Gutierrez because he's next.
Yeah, okay. Before that, tatanong ko lang si Jed. Jed, yung sinasabi ni General Wilkins Villanueva na yung Arlene apartment, nando doon yung Chinese na chemist. Kilala mo yon?
Wala po akong kilala na Chinese na chemist, honestly po.
Doon sa 7 pintuan ng apartment din, wala kang kilalang Chinese na nakatira doon?
Ito po ang totoo. Mga Chinese, marami po doon kasi may mga occupants na mga Chinese. Pero hindi ko alam kung mga chemist sila o ano sila. Kasi mga
Pero
Chinese.
alam mong merong Chinese.
May mga Chinese po doon.
Okay, sige. General Villanueva, the chemist that you were referring to, na allegedly ito yung nagluluto ng shabu, doon nakatira sa Arlene.
Dun sir dumiretso after galing sa airport,
So
Mr. Chair.
from the airport, dumiretso
Dun
doon sa...
dumiretso sa Arlene
Arlene.
apartment, Mr. Chair.
Exactly doon sa apartment unit
No,
ni...
Mr. Chair. Doon sa
Isa doon sa
isa
pito.
doon sa pito, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige, salamat. Now, we
Mr.
recognize Congressman... before Congressman Gutierrez,
Thank you.
Kongsi Adyong.
I ask. Thank you,
By the way, let me remind everybody, we have Mr. Britannico, we have other resource persons here as well, and we can ask questions later.
Yeah,
Please proceed.
Yeah, before I lose my chance of asking General Wilkins, this will be very brief po. Thank you, Rog. Gusto ko lang balikan. Miss Jed, sabi mo Jed, yung ano mo, no? You mentioned na negosyo nyo sa inyong asawa is yung nagdi-deliver ba kayo or
Display po.
nagdi-display kayo? sa-
Opo, yung mga mattresses po sa DCLA po.
Okay, DCLA. Ito yung DCLA, sinabi mo naman na ito yung owned by Hongmin, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Yung sa DCLA, and you recognize yung si Michael Yang, yung Hongming na yung tama po ba?
Yes, Your
Opo.
Honor.
Known ba ito, it's a common knowledge in Davao na itong DCLA na store is owned by a Chinese by the name of Hongmin?
Hindi ko po alam kung alam lahat.
Oo.
Kasi as far as I know, alam ko na siyang may-ari. Kasi nga, sinabi ng asawa ko na siya yung may-ari ng DCLA.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, kasi Mr. Chair, may mga kakilala din ako taga Davao, talagang common knowledge po sa Davao na ang may-ari talaga ng DCLA is a Chinese. No? Na-mention mo may partner yung asawa mo sa pagdi-display ng mga ano?
Yung sa foam
Sa
po.
foam, yes.
Opo,
Sa
Your
foam.
Honor.
Okay. Hindi ba natatandaan mo yung pangalan niya?
Yung apelido lang po, yung isa, Tan.
Hindi ba yan si Mr. Jimmy Tan?
Ay, opo, Your Honor. Parang siya, Jimmy ba yun? Yung
Jimmy
sa
Tan.
dating owner po ng Duratex po.
Oh, yan on. Siya
Opo.
yun. Yun siya yung partner nyo.
Siya po, isa sa mga partners po.
Okay, sige. So, gusto ko lang kung tanungin si General Wilkins Villanueva. Yes. The last hearing, I asked you about how did you able to locate and gather evidences against Alan C. and et al. Hindi ho ba? Kasi tama po ba, di ba? I
Yes,
asked you
Mr.
about
Chair.
that. And you mentioned about, for the past 3 months, you have dedicated personnel, operatives, na bantayan at isurveillance si Alan C.
Yes,
right?
Mr. Chair.
And earlier, you mentioned also about Miss Jed Pilapil buying some, I don't know, maybe part ng paraphernalia. Tama po ba na dinadala niya sa Dumoy?
Cartons, Mr. Chair.
Mga cartons.
Yes.
Okay. So suspected of something contraband na po pwedeng gamitin. Tama ho ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, you've been doing surveillance on Miss Jed Pilapil and Mr. Alan C.
Marami, Mr. Chair. Pati yung Alex Kim,
Okay.
naka-ano na rin yun, Mr. Chair.
So I presume that since you were doing surveillance, you know Miss Jed Pilapil and Miss Alan C goes to DCLA store.
May mga footages na nagpupunta
No,
sila
yes
doon
po. So can you confirm
sa
na
DCLA.
alam niyo po yung DCLA?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ilang taon na po kayong operative ng PIDEA in Davao City?
Since nar-group ako doon, Mr. Chair, 2001, hanggang 2007 ako sa Davao City, Mr. Chair.
And have you ever encountered, for example, or learned that the owner of DCLA is a Chinese?
Hindi ko, we are not particular, kasi ang laki ng DCLA, Mr. Chair, eh. Iba't ibang, talagang ang laki nun. Ang concern namin yon during that time is yung display area, yung Polytex na foam, na kung saan naandun sila.
Yeah, but
But
have you-
yung meeting ni Hong Ming and Alan C, wala kaming footage nun or
yeah, but
walang report on that, Mr. Chair.
yeah, because apparently, Mr. Chair, what nagiging curious lang ako because the way I understood your explanation in the previous hearing is that you've dedicated time, invested your so much resources just to pin down Alan C. And I just got curious why pag tinanong kita, sino nagsisurveillance ka, how come you did not even at least bother to know why the C couple have been going to this DSLA store and what are the business there? At saka you never bothered to asking people who owns this DCLA, which apparently I see Hong Min na siya pala yung Michael Tan. Kasi 'di ba General Wilkins, no? We've been asking you kung bakit there was never any instance where in your report Michael Tan ay nasali doon sa Matrix nung ano. Sabi nyo, si Asierto lang, narinig nyo lang si Asierto. It was never in the part of your investigation. So ngayon that Miss Jed is saying na hindi, kilala na nila si Hong Min, that's Michael Tan, nagiging na ano lang ako, medyo na intrigue lang ako. Bakit doon nagkaroon ng some gap doon sa missing nung inyong surveillance to a point na hindi nyo man lang tiningnan kung ano yung interest ng C couple na pupunta sila doon sa DCLA, which happens to be a common knowledge, is owned by a Chinese, na hindi mo lang kayo magtanong. Na 3 months kayo nag-invest ng time, resources, and operative. Bakit to ganun?
Mr. Chair, kasi initially talaga walang Michael Yang sa personalities. Kung if you will remember back yung statement ni Asierto, nag-start yung Michael Yang noong 2016. Kasi kung may Michael Yang, again, kung may Michael Yang doon sa 2004, isinama namin siya sa pag-file ng kaso, Mr. Chair. So during that time, wala talagang Michael Yang na lumalabas or Hong Ming na lumalabas.
Pero kilala nyo po, na alam nyo po na ang may-ari nung store na yon ay isang Chinese by the
Chinese,
name of
Mr.
by
Chair.
the name
Common
of
knowledge
Hong
yun,
Min.
Mr. Chair, sa Davao.
At alam nyo po na Hong Min din yung pangalan.
Hindi ko, sir, we did not bother to ask because he was not our person of interest during that time.
Shouldn't it be part of the, I don't know kasi I don't know how you do your surveillance in your case building strategies, but shouldn't it be a matter of interest also? since they've been going to this store couple of times, would that at least pique your interest?
Mr. Chair, kasi talagang task priority requirement kami. Kukunti lang kasi kami, Mr. Chair eh. Kaya nga, yung beforehand nag-start kami, nag-usap kami ni Colonel Asierto, sino ba yung mga personalities natin? Before we started, walang Michael yan or Hongmin na nakalagay doon, Mr. Chair. So, we concentrated on the different personalities na doable na naandyan. So, one of those surveillance operations that we conducted, pumupunta sila JEDC dun sa lugar. But, display area kasi ng Polytech yun si Mr. Chair eh. That is owned by Alan C. dun sa Bunawan, Davao City.
Anyway, I will not labor on that point, Mr. Chair. I just find it I just find it interesting why a big project, hindi nila miss out nila yung ganun, no? And then just so happened, it's curious, naging curious lang ako kasi Hong Ming and Michael Yang are one and the same as positively identified by Ms. Jed. Tapos samantalang, I mean, ang kinakatakutan ko dito, Mr. Chair, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilkins Villar, I'm not pointing fingers at you, Baka may cover up nangyayari, Madam Chair. Kasi if we are really trying to dig deeper into this case, no, si Hong Min and Michael Yang, andun sa Matrix, is known to be one of the drug lords, Chinese drug lords, who happens to own a store where Miss Jed and his husband, Alan C., goes to and do business while the PIDEA is doing a 24-hour surveillance for 3 months. I don't know if you can answer that, Mr. Chairman. You're smarter than I. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you.
Mr.
General Wilkins, question lang, no? Si Johnson Chua, who is allegedly the biggest drug lord in Davao, sinurveillance nyo rin yan.
Actually, yung Johnson Chua, Mr. Chair, is lumabas lang dun sa toll lag namin. Wala kaming muka until nung after sa clandestine laboratory operation.
Nagkaroon na siya ng muka.
Nagkaroon siya ng muka, Mr. Chair.
And-
Kaya kung makikita nyo dun sa picture kanina, Johnson Chua, silhouette.
Oo.
So, Johnson, ang priority namin talaga, Mr. Chair, is Johnson Chua, who is the financier, Alan C., who is the operations officer, and Alex Kim, yung nag-rent ng Dumoy apartment kay Jed Pilapil C., Mr. Chair.
So parang considered din na drug lord itong si Alan C.
Yes, Mr. Chair, siyang operations officer, Mr. Chair. Eh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, kasi my image of a drug lord is someone who is driving a fancy car, surrounded by armed bodyguards. Ito sa drug lord na to, hindi ganon.
Hindi ganun, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. Salamat po. Now we recognize
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of Congressman Gutierrez, I just have one question.
Okay, make sure just one.
Just one,
Okay,
just one.
thank you.
But it's a very long one. Ma'am Jed, matanong ko lang, sinabi ninyo meron kayong display doon sa DCLA.
Yes, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
so that's not a question. That's a statement, Mr. Chair. Now I'm gonna go to my question. Ilang buwan nyo pong dinidisplay yung mga produkto nyo?
Actually po, bago lang kasi yung yung Polytex, kaya hindi ko ma-remember kung ilang buwan, pero hindi siguro siya nag-last ng mga 2 months. Basta madali lang talaga.
Mabilis lang.
2004, opo. Kasi
Okay.
kakaumpisa lang po ng Polytex, tapos nangyari po ito. So wala, ano lang yun, siguro mga October, November, mga ganun po.
At doon sa another question, Mr. Chair. Ilang beses mo nakitang kasama at nag-uusap yung mister mo at saka si Michael Yang?
Pag pupunta po kasi kami, di ba magkasabay po kami. Pag pupunta doon, sila lang po nag-uusap kasi hindi po talaga ako makaintindi lahat-lahat. Ano lang, konti lang po na Chinese ang naiintindihan ko.
When you
Kaya,
say doon sa DCLA o doon sa bahay, saan ba sila
hindi, sa
nag-uusap?
DCLA po. Kapag pupunta kasi kami doon, di ba, pag, halimbawa, mag-check kami yung inventory ng yung mga mattress. So, hindi ko naman talaga maano kasi kung mag-usap man sila, hindi ganun siguro katagal kasi pag uuwi kami siya, nagda-drive ng sasakyan, so sabay kami.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to put down that in my notes. Thank you.
Thank you. DSJJ. Congressman Rog Gutierrez, you have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, most of our questions have been asked already. I'll just try to make this quick po, no? But before anything, maybe you know, Mr. Chair, through the ComSec, if SPO4 Carrillo has made an appearance today.
Comsec? Si SPO4 Carillo ba nandito?
But Mr. Chair, we made the invitation. For
Yes,
last
we
time.
did invite him, and he did not even send a letter of excuse. So wala. Yes.
So, Mr. Chair, maybe later we can take it up on admin matters po siguro. If I recall correctly, SPO4 Carrillo was supposed to bridge the gap between the Dumoy raid, in between PIDEA and BI. Unfortunately, now that we have the testimony of Ms. Pilapil C, we could have patched it all together, but given na wala po siya, I think we might still have to have that invitation. So at the proper time po, siguro, Mr. Chair.
At the proper time,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chair, proceeding po, no, I'd like to direct my first questions to former Director General Villanueva. Sir, good evening po. I hope you'll indulge this representation po, no. I know you've already given your testimony on this for the past how many hearings already, but you have to understand we're trying to stitch together your testimony, Asierto, Las Cañas, and now, of course, si Ms. Pilapil C. Just to quick background po, no. You've mentioned this earlier that tama po ba, is it fair to say that these 4 raid, well, the Arlene apartment was not a raid, no? But the raid on the Dumoy laboratory, Arlene apartment, Polytech's compound, and then the Agdao warehouse, were these all related?
Yes, Mr. Chair. But the Arlene apartment was not a raid, Mr. Chair. We just visited the Arlene apartment.
So these 4 localities in which you have conducted, the 3 were raids and 1 was just a visitation for invitation to interrogate po, no? These were all linked by what po? Ano yung naging base pa? This is all centered around Mr. Alex C.
It was all centered on the surveillance and casing operation for 3 months, Mr. Chair. And of course, centered on Alan C, Mr. Chair.
So it's centered on Mr. Alex C, and they're all related in the sense po na based on your findings, the Dumoy property is the laboratory, the Arlene apartment housed the chemists, and maybe know the relation po of the what were the other one?
Agdao, Mr. Chair.
Agdao warehouse and the
Bunawan, Mr.
Bunawan.
Chair.
So
Yes.
ano po yung relation ng Bunawan and Agdao?
Yung Dumoy, Mr. Chair, yun yung clandestine laboratory. Yung Arlene apartment, Mr. Chair, is doon nakatira sila Alan C. At doon dumiretso yung 2 chemist galing sa Maynila papuntang Davao. So naging place of interest namin yung Arlene apartment. Yung Agdao, Mr. Chair, is doon naglalagi si Mr. Kim, one of those who died during the raid, doon naglalagi si Alex Kim. May bibilihin, tapos pupunta doon with yung aluminum truck niya. So, point of interest pa rin namin yung Agdao. Yung Bunawan, Mr. Chair, is, I believe, owned by Alex Kim. At doon naman sila magkasama ni Jong Pilapil. And that Bunawan, the Polytech's corporation, ito po yung foam factory nila Alan C. at Jed Pilapil. Na andun, Mr. Chair, yung doon namin nakuha yung napakalaking air scrubber. Air scrubber is walang use on industrial. Ang air scrubber is only used para sa Shabu Laboratory. And tinanong namin ang Amerikano tungkol dito, pinicturan, actually bumisita doon yung Amerikano, ang sabi niya, this will be used for mega laboratory somewhere. Kasi sinabi namin na andito na yung Dumoy. No, it will not be used there. It will be used somewhere. So maybe they are preparing those equipment, the air scrubber, somewhere para makapag-set up ng another laboratory, Mr. Chair. And luckily, yung Agdao, Mr. Chair, naandun lahat yung mga precursors, controlled precursors and essential chemicals na panggawa ng shabu. At dun sa Polytechs International, Mr. Chair, is naandun yung air scrubber, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And Dumoy was an actual operating lab.
Actual laboratory, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you. Mr. Chair, just to drive the point earlier po, no, you mentioned that you had an organic membership in your. This was not PIDEA yet po, no, at the time. This was the predecessor.
Wala pang actual PIDEA dyan, Mr. Chair, kasi kagagawa lang ng PIDEA, 2002 eh. 2004, pulis pa po yung galing NARCOM, yun yung naging PIDEA. Tapos ang ginamit ko po doon ay members din ng Police Anti-Crime and Emergency Response and some of the personnel from Regional Mobile Group 11, Mr. Chair.
So this was already a composite.
Composite,
Group.
including yung EDSOT ni Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair.
But Mr. Chair, at the time, those under your command, what was your position and title po at this time? What was your office?
I'm the regional director of PIDEA Regional
So may
Office
PIDEA
11.
na po at this
Yes,
time.
Mr. Chair.
Newly created 2002. It's just
Yes,
that wala
Mr.
pang
Chair.
tao. So how many organic members of PIDEA did you have at your
Wala
command?
pang, ano kami, sir, Mr. Chair, wala pa kaming 15.
Okay, so
Kaya
not
nga,
even
kumuha ako
15.
na ibang tao sa PACER, kumuha ako na ibang tao sa Regional Mobile Group.
And
Mr.
this
Chair.
included si Mr. Madre Ramos po ba? yun?
Monte de Ramos, Mr.
Monte
Chair.
de Ramos
Yes,
is
Mr. Chair.
organic member ng PIDEA.
Hindi, Mr. Chair, kasi galing siya ng NDEP before. Hiniram ko lang muna siya para maging PIDEA. Actually, wala talagang organic talaga na PIDEA kasi panay police kami, Mr. Chair.
So, Mr. Chair, at the time when you composed this group, you had actual supervision of this operation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So I think this is just going back to the point of Chairman Abante when asking if you had, if we were talking about command responsibility. It's not something na my organization that you were detached. You had not really handpicked, but you requested to come up with this group and you had direct supervision.
I
This
have
is not
supervision.
to imply anything. Of course, you enjoy the presumption of regularity. But I just wanted to point out po, no, siguro at what Chairman Abante was saying, that in relation to command responsibility and whether there be liabilities, I think there was a very close-knit and direct part for your team as a whole. I don't think it was that detached. Po, no. But we'll go back to that po, at a later time, Mr. Villanueva. So you have an organic group of 15 plus coming from the other law enforcement agency personnel that you could muster. And you conducted this operation centered around Mr. Alex C. Tama po? Alex? Yung husband, Alan, sorry. Mr. Alan C., Alex Kim, and then the Pilapil siblings. And that's how you conducted the four. So at this operation, I wouldn't want to say casualties po, Mr. Villanueva, no? But during the operation, the Dumoy Lab, there were 6 fatalities. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Were there any live suspects? that were
Wala po,
apprehended?
Mr. Chair.
Wala. So just
Wala
the
po.
6. Then from the Arlene apartment, you had 13 based on the blotter na you invited for interrogation.
Hindi nga ako pa familiar, Mr. Chair. But because based on the blotter, maybe there's 13 of them. But hindi ako familiar kung ilan ang actual nun, Mr. Chair.
So that's just based on the blotter po. So sa
Yes,
Arlene
Mr.
apartment.
Chair.
For the Agdao and the Bunawan raids, wala pong
Walang
na.
tao,
So
Mr.
this is mostly just the air scrubber sa Bunawan and then the precursor chemicals. in Agdao.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So if we're talking about personality suspects, you have 6 killed in action in Agdao, in Dumoy, and then the 11 that were investigated. Out of the 13, sorry. So out of the 13 that you invited for interrogation, and you don't recall po no how many. Eventually, according to the plotter, you turned it over to the Bureau of Immigration. And doon po tayo nagkalituan po, no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Last hearing, you said you don't remember how many you turned over. The Bureau in Bureau of Immigration naman wouldn't know also how many they received. That's why po we were trying to invite si SPO4 Carrillo. And why is that po again, Mr. Villanueva? Mr. Carrillo was under your command po ba? And siya yung in charge? ng
He was
custody
my
nila?
operations officer during that time, Mr. Chair.
And he was definitely in charge of the turnover to the Bureau of Immigration.
Actually, Mr. Chair, dahil nagkakaganong-ganon na kami, so may mga lakad sila Carillo na sila na yung lumakad. And part of that is sila na nga yung turnover nung mga Chinese do sa immigration, Mr. Chair. So, personal knowledge, wala akong personal knowledge actual dun sa ginawa ni Carillo. Pero part of that is, ito yung sinasabi ko na kung anong mga kailangan yung gawin, you do it because everything was delegated. Meron akong team para mag-file ng kaso, meron akong team para to conduct further investigation, meron akong team to collate other pieces of evidence for future anti-drug operation. So, ganun na yun, Mr. Chair. So, kung ano yung ginawa nun nila Carillo, nila Monte de Ramos, it was delegated, Mr. Chair.
Of course, Mr. Villanueva, Mr. Chair, that's precisely why we would like to invite SPO4 Carillo. That's why we reiterated that. Kasi siya nga po talaga may personal. We don't doubt that you have or do not have personal knowledge on this matter. We understand the delegation of powers that you had to conduct. But we just wanted to know po that in fact we are looking for the right person. Kasi SPO4 Carillo talaga yung in charge regarding the invitation for interrogation. So with that, Mr. Chair, we'd like to know what you do know for personal knowledge regarding that January 1 invitation. So, tama po ba? You confirmed as questioned by Chairman Nabante that you invited si Ms. Jed Pilapil-C noong January 1. Tama po ba?
Marami ring dinala sa office eh.
Marami
Marami ring dinala sa immigration kasi kasama doon Davao City Police Office, Mr. Chair eh. So composite pa rin yun eh, composite. So kanya-kanyang investigation, hindi kasi kaya ng PIDEA to conduct its own investigation sa ganung karaming tao. So we delegated some people na imbestigahan ng EDSOT, imbestigahan ng Davao City Police Office, at imbestigahan ng PIDEA. So during that time, si Jed Pilapil, dun sa PIDEA because she's the main person of interest namin, Mr. Chair.
Wait, so, Mr. Villanueva, through the chairman, most respectfully, you had information that chemists from the USDA came from Manila po, no? Arrived, and you have not identified yet sino yung chemist. You were able to get 13 people from Arlene Apartments. Tapos dinivide po ninyo kung sino ang mag-interrogate.
Yes, Mr.